Y ahora se puso más rica, no son una cona, esa te diga, con ese pelo y esa bembita, ay, lo que rica, una blancona que detona, su pintona, todo lindona, pelinerona, todo platicona, una cosa que impresiona. Tengo un plan, dime tú si nos vamos, baby por allá, solo tú y yo, y nos enredamos. Yo no sé qué andaba buscando, solo sé que desde que te encontré, nada estaba pensando ahora, solo paso pensando en usted. Tengo un plan, dime tú si nos vamos, baby para allá, solo tú y yo, si nos escapamos. Yo no sé qué andaba buscando, solo sé que desde que te encontré, nada estaba pensando ahora, solo paso pensando en usted. Solo pienso en cuando tú y yo quemamos y lo hacemos en el pengo del porche. Yo soy la Gabona y tu Dolce, la champaña busqué yo la rosé. Cartier los brazaletes, dice que bailándome un afro ya le mete. Ey, me caleta los juguetes y dice que si no tira la foto que la apriete. Pa' que vea la nalgota, ella sabe que está buena, que ella está bien ricota. Va cubriendo la cuota en traje rojo rota. Una nota que la abuela me lo hace y se enfoca. Después de ti no hay otra. Tengo un plan, dime tú si nos vamos, baby por allá, solo tú y yo, y nos enredamos. Yo no sé qué andaba buscando, solo sé que desde que te encontré, nada estaba pensando ahora, solo paso pensando en usted. Tengo los ojos rojos después de la hierba que yo fumé, estaba bregando solo y contigo la soledad la maté. Te quiero tener, te quiero tener, te quiero tener.
Yeah, what's good? What's good?
Dímelo, mami, quiero conocer más de ti. Dicen que tú te la pasas preguntando por mí. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Apagarse, deja que ver, estoy aquí. Te queda bonito tu traje, hay algo que quiero de ahí. Quítame el dolor, yo soy amante de abrazarte cuando está cayendo el sol. Enredame la
Alright, yeah. Yeah, gold's moving. Market's been open a couple hours. And we can see gold's been moving nice. Big push up. Yeah, we got gold moving already. We're above $3,900 now. Like, what's the spot price at? New all-time highs on gold. We're above 3,900 now. Yeah, new all-time highs again. Bitcoin made a new all-time high today. Market's starting the week with some movement here. We're above $3,900, like I mentioned. Probably gonna see some pullbacks. Yeah, now we just need a nice retest. Yeah, maybe like a nice retest. Maybe a good pullback. Where'd the tunes go? Where did it go? Yeah, there we go.
No lo puedo negar, de mirar tus labios no puedo parar, rebosando nuestro
Yeah, nice clean breakout on gold. Got the breakout. Waiting for a pullback on gold to retest for continuations. This aligns with, like, you know, the classic bullish structure. Impulse correction before the continuation. We just got a pretty strong impulsive move up. So if we can get a correction, any corrections, any pullbacks, could be good for possible continuations. Yeah, right now market structure showing nice higher highs and higher lows pretty consistently here. We just got that strong impulsive move up, making a higher high. And we're above a nice key level, 3,900. So support, you know, we could probably see pullbacks to 3,900 or maybe even 3,980. We get some pullbacks. Pretty much just broke out. Yeah, gold just broke out of a tight consolidation range. So we'll probably get a pullback at least to 3,900, 3,980. Keep an eye on it. We'll be quick tonight. We're not going to be on for too long. So Bitcoin just made another all-time high. We'd like to see if we could pull back at least to 3,900. Let's see. We're at 39.10 right now. Kind of reminds me of last time I did it at like 3,800. 3,800. $3,800. When it broke, yeah, it was at 3,800 last week, I think, right? Pretty much, yeah, like Monday. $3,800. Broke above that. Pulled back quickly and then just kept going up, kept going up. There was 2 really big drops last week. Yeah, it could sustain, like, I mean, you could, like, a 5-minute. If it holds, it stays up here longer. Is it a fake breakout? I don't think so. It's starting off with some momentum, like just the way it's breaking pretty quickly to start the week. I think at least a pullback would hold. I don't think it's a fake out. I don't think it's a fake out. It's had some pretty strong momentum. We just cleared it, and it's like we cleared that level. We made resistance here as well. Like, there's multiple attempts to break through this level already, and it just had a pretty clear breakout. I think if we get a retest, it, you know, opens the door for like that type of setup to see if buyers keep defending and price keeps going up. I mean, with a breakout like this, starting early in the week, you can see the 5 minutes pushed up. The 5 minutes pulled back slightly. It could just chop around, sit up here, and could make more like continuation patterns, like a holding pattern. But in this territory, it's better to wait for like a bigger pullback. But yeah, gold, gonna keep an eye on this tonight. it could sustain because it's like pretty early to make that. It made a pretty early move. Buyers could just be staying in control because it made a pretty early move. Yeah. Yeah, we'll wait. Pretty much around 39. I think price will come back to 30. That's ideally, like in this situation, like the closest whole number. So 3,900, that's a psychological level. I like to look at those. We like to use those in our trading. It's above 3,900, so like we'd be looking for price to hold 3,900 ideally. Like we can use 3,900 as kind of like a floor, an area where we know the market could potentially come back to, but it's an important price. We could possibly just stay above it. We're above 3,900, so that's a psychological level. That could be like the first area it comes back to. Yeah, just because like it's starting the week with some early movement, so I'd like to see like how that holds. If the bullish keeps in, that's kind of like what it did last week. Last week it started off pretty bullish. There's a good video. You watch this video. I posted in here earlier today. There's a good video here. That shows like, here, I'll play it in a bit. I'll play this. Gold versus Bitcoin, the ratio is actually like gold's up. Gold is way up. It's actually interesting. Last time this happened was like they go over in this video. This is CNBC. I'll play this part. Let me put the music down.
But what did the pattern show you? This is the course of the past kind of year or so. What are you seeing here?
That's right. As we can tell, coming into the month, it was a pretty big performance gap, almost 20%, right? So there's a tendency to have this close. Now, we've seen this before as well, where it started off very similar, and then as gold stopped, this is when Bitcoin started to rally again. And of course, by the time you got to the summer months, those percentages were now the same again, which I think has a pretty good chance of happening once more. That could
That's
even,
an interesting,
again, gold moving just sideways or lower.
Interesting chart if you understand that. The performance gap, like there was a time earlier in the year where gold's performance was exceeding Bitcoin's performance. So there's a big gap. There was a big gap here between how gold was performing versus Bitcoin, if you understood. And then once gold kind of slowed down, Bitcoin came in with its rally. And then still more, they caught up. And then this summer they were pretty equal. And then the last like month or so, you know, if you guys have been watching gold, you know, since like end of August, this thing's been taking off all September until now, even today, right now as we speak. So there's a gap once again. Like the last time this happened this year, there was a gap here. You can see the blue line is gold, whereas the orange line is Bitcoin. Little decent performance gap between the two, and then you can see here how we're gotten that once again in the last couple months. Gold's been going up. Maybe once gold slows down, or this could be catching up to gold. But what he was saying here is once gold slows down, Bitcoin will catch up. We even see Bitcoin made a new all-time high today at like Sunday morning, literally Sunday morning, new all-time high. What's that coin? This coin, Aster. Aster's going to be probably moving a lot. Yeah, gold spent some time. If you look at like gold compared to Bitcoin. Gold spent some time pretty sideways. Bitcoin just started rallying. It's been going pretty strong. Bitcoin spent pretty much the entire summer. Like if you look at now, like between like these prices, pretty much like just kind of chopped around this summer. Bitcoin's been above 100K now for months. Like it's been holding that 100K for months now. Even here, like the price was just above 100K, chopping around, going up and down, up and down. Gold's price has exploded all year. But like even in the summer months, gold was kind of choppy. Wasn't really trending as much as it was like before that. Yeah, if anything, gold right now, like, just wait. That's why I jumped on live, because I saw the way gold was moving, and I was like, all right, might have something to look at here tonight to pay attention to. So I'll wait. Like, I'm going to wait and see if we get, like, a good pullback to, like I said, like, 3,900 at least. 3,980 area. 3,890, I mean. We just made a new high, so prices just likely could come down. If buyers hold here, there's a good setup that could probably bounce from this area. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, historically, like October historically is good for Bitcoin. November though averages some big numbers as well, like usually both. So like we're seeing Bitcoin's movements right now. November could be just the same. Like now we're like 123. Like we could possibly get a pullback still in like the middle, before the middle of the month. Like now we're above 120, 115. There should be like in coming days starting a pullback, maybe until like the middle of the month. Probably back to like 120, 115. Going into like the middle of the month, and then probably towards the end of the month you'll see price stronger again. But I would say we're probably gonna get like a pullback, or if I hope I'm wrong actually. Like I've been saying, like maybe I'm wrong and we just keep going up. You'll see big days on some coins. Aster, I think that coin just broke out like above $2 again. It's had a pretty big pullback. This coin's probably going to move fast in maybe the next coming months if the market's moving. If the market has like strong movement and performs well, you'll probably see this coin moving very fast. Like this is a fast moving coin. If market performs well going into November and in November, this could be a fast moving coin. It broke above $2 again. This is what right now, let's see, coin market cap. It's in like the top 40, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, number 38. It's a pretty fast moving coin. It might be one where, I feel like it's one where there's going to be momentum. There's going to be momentum with this coin. There already has been. But again, like just last week and coming into the weekend, it broke above $2 again. Hit the highs here, came back down. This would be a good coin to watch if you like fast moving coins and you understand kind of where the crypto market's at over the coming months. This coin could probably ride up to like $3-4. It's had a nice pullback right now. And it's a fast moving coin. It's a pretty, percentage wise, it's a pretty fast moving coin. Like it's down from the high here, 23%. It's a pretty fast mover in terms of percentage. So I wouldn't be surprised like if you see this one moving well. Maybe moving fast, having a good season. It's new, it just like came up like right before, like it literally just came up right before October, right before November. So there's already a lot of attention towards it. I feel like there could be more coming. More price movement for it. Probably gonna go to like $3-4. I was watching it the other day when it broke $2. Like, and when I woke up, it was at like 175, and like a day later, it's at $2.30. So in like one price day, it went from like, yeah, like literally, I remember it was like early in the morning, and this thing was at like 170, 174. By the next day, like it was close to 230. So if this thing has like some strong weeks, strong month, who knows? It probably could be higher prices. Strong moving coin, fast moving coin. Pulls back, I'll probably send a signal in the Discord. Just came on to jump on, do some analysis, and see where the market's at with you guys on gold. Gold's looking nice. We're above 300. We're above 3,900. We could possibly maintain and stay above 3,900. So that's kind of just what I'm watching for. Overall, if we stay above 3,900, I'll probably drop a signal in inner circle chat, maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. Like how it sets up. That's what I'm looking at tonight. You know, maybe we can get some. Maybe get a bounce from there. Am I gonna enter right when it hits, like the second it hits 3,900? I don't know. It just depends on how the candles look and the market looks before that, but. Maybe, probably not. Usually not saying I'm just going to enter right when it hits, the moment it hits 3,900, but if you understand, right? I went over everything already about gold. We had an impulsive movement up. We've been trending bullish. So just going with the trend overall. Market structure has been clear. So like I'm not going to buy the second it hits 3,900. It might not even hit 3,900. It might just stay above it. What if it only comes to like 39.05? So watching for this, but you guys can see like we have a bullish market structure. We know the trend's been bullish on gold overall. So let's see how it plays out tonight. Might try to just stay above 3,900. That's a nice key level. We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. We shall see. Yeah, I've been watching this coin and it moves fast. So keep an eye on this. This is probably a coin to keep an eye on. Like I'm saying that within the sense of letting you guys know. This is a coin that I'm keeping an eye on. I was able to get in this at like 90 cents, 94 cents. Like I started buying when it was at 90, and then I kept adding to it at like 92, 94, 96, 98. I even added some at like 130. I've been adding more to this coin, but I was able to start getting in around the 90 cents for this one. So probably a fast mover in the next month or two. Keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her. Gold's being gold. Waiting on it. Waiting on that area. Waiting on it tonight. Probably tonight. Probably tonight. Woof woof. Someone said woof woof. Euro USD. I don't know. Euro USD. I honestly don't even know why I have the currency pairs here because I don't even look at them. To be honest, like I'll here and there. Yeah, see, gold's coming down now. Let it come down. Might be a signal loading tonight. It's 8 o'clock. It's still early. Market's been open a couple hours. Started a nice strong move. 39.05. That's the thing. It's above 3,900. So like that's a very key level right now for us. $3,900, like whole number, round number. Right? $3,900 flush. That's a key level. So we're above that. The fact that the market broke above that price shows that there's good demand for gold still. Like we're above 3,900. Prices like that, when the market breaks above them, tend to have demand because like it's a strong price. It's an important figure. Maybe we maintain that. I like to go a little bit below. Like I could see there's at this 39.80 area, you know. Like on the futures price, even gold, like futures price gold, look at the price that gold just hit. Here's 3,900 down here. So even here, like it shows like a bigger pullback still potentially. Even here, right? We got like a nice pullback area if the market comes down to probably a bounce from that area. Waiting on it, waiting on it. Yeah, the other day, like, you might get, like, if you saw, let me see if I can do this real quick. There's screenshots I took, like, the other day, like, you might get into that season with crypto, like, this was, like, within the, the other week, like, last week, like, literally the other day. Might get into a season where you see, like, days like this more for coins. Like, this was the other day where you had, like, coins that were up on the week, on the day, like good percentages, 16%, 17%, 18, 19. If you saw some of the days, the way coins were moving all last week, like Zcash, ZEC moved like 100 and that thing exploded. This coin exploded. SPX, that coin's been moving a lot. In the top 100, there was some coin like BNB moved, almost hit like $1,200 per coin. That thing's been moving a lot. There were coins, yeah, like Sui 16. Sui had some decent movement. Litecoin moved. This is like a screenshot from like I think like 3 days ago or something like that. Some days ago. Market might be in that stage or entering that stage where you see more days like that or weeks like that. Hopefully days, like hopefully we can say days, you know, those days are coming where it's like back-to-back days where everything's moving like this. That's kind of what makes like a bull market in crypto is like extreme days like this. So in crypto, you have periods of time where the market will move like this. It'll have weeks or days where it's moving like this for maybe a couple months, a season, let's say in the year, or like a quarter in the year. The market's not always moving like this. You have literally months or seasons in the year where the market will perform like this. And it's not always like long. Like it could be months, a couple of months where these things just pump. Where some of them 2x, 3x, 5x, stuff like that. We've already started to see it. Like this coin, if you know what Zcash is, that thing pumped a lot in the last week. Some coins moved pretty well. In terms of percentage, like the percentage that they're moving, and like last time we had that was like when Ethereum, like if anyone remembers when Ethereum was at like, when Ethereum was like down here and it started pumping, and then in July. So for some of these altcoins, we've seen Bitcoin move a lot. It's moved pretty strong this year. Ethereum's also been moving pretty strong, almost near its like all-time highs. Some of these alts may start to come alive in coming months, maybe October, going into November, December, like the next like 30, 60 days. Stuff like this, movements like this. Not saying that things are going to go like 20x, 100x, but some things will outperform more than others, for sure. Even just in the top 100, like all these coins are in the top 100, and you can see like they had weeks where some of them moved like 57%, 200%, pretty much 40%, 40%. Some pretty good percentages that some of these more like top coins, you could say, like bigger market cap coins, even were moving. What's gold doing? Coming down for sure. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, damn. I'll wait. I wouldn't just buy it when it hits 3,900. Like this is just a setup that I'm having for tonight. Maybe wait. It's coming down. 3,900, 3,980 area. We already went over that. Gold. Yeah, gold's roughly up 46%. Bitcoin 28%. Interesting stuff here. You got CNBC talking about Bitcoin charts now, doing analysis. They used to say Bitcoin is dead. Things have shifted. Now we got like them drawing analysis of Bitcoin charts. He was saying digital gold. I didn't play the whole video before, but it's a nice video I saw. Makes sense. Like Bitcoin sort of lags gold's price and the money supply. And with the incoming rate cuts and this whole like government shutdown, they're expected to print way more money, potentially way more liquidity. We'll see how this next 2 months goes. We're not going to be too long on the session. Probably going to wrap it up in like 10 minutes. Yeah, October. I've seen the Federal Reserve's to print over 1 trillion after the October rate cuts. The SEC, yeah, the SEC faces 16 deadlines on products tied to Solana, XRP, Doge, Litecoin, ADA, Cardano, HBAR. So there is some deadlines for ETFs. Where are we here? October 10. First deadline, date filed. Yeah, final deadline. Here we go. What was that, a Litecoin one? So here, yeah, Litecoin, Solana, yeah. A few ETFs that have their final deadlines. October's might be an interesting month for even some major coins. Apparently we're in phase 3 right now. What's this? I don't know if any of you guys know Rex Osprey. I'm pretty sure they already have a Solana. Yeah, they already have a Solana ETF. What's this? Yeah, Rex Osprey files for 21 ETFs. I don't think they're the biggest, like, one. It's not like a big name. Like, big names are like Bitwise. Some of these ones on here, like Franklin, Bitwise, or of course the BlackRock. None of these, I don't think any of these are BlackRock. Like, what would big names be? Here we go. Pretty sure, yeah, they have Solana one, Rex Osprey. Is this them? Yeah. Yeah, they already have one. They have a Solana ETF. Yeah, big names are like BlackRock, Fidelity, Bitwise, ARK Investment. Some of these up here, these are the big ones like BlackRock, the IBIT. That's interesting. October, you have this. Grayscale, Solana, Litecoin, Trusts, Wisdom Trees, XRP. If these get approved, that could start a big cycle for alts. Like, these are like, if any of these, if a good amount of them get approved, that would be good. Yeah, you can see the dates down here. Final deadline for a lot of them are in the month of October towards even November. 10 11 10 11 10 11 11 10 11. I mean, if those get approved, it's something exciting. Like, it's big news, but sometimes big news gets shut down, and it's like you end up waiting. Like, look what happened with XRP for years. It's something that I think if it gets approved, like, it could be a shifting moment for altcoins, more money going into them. This is good. I mean, they have one already. It's not like they're a huge name, but there's a lot of coins you can see there that have some good names to them, some good name coins, a good amount that I'm holding personally and know about, but some good names there. Yeah, apparently the U.S. shutdown is pushing the Fed to print at least $1 trillion. And then rate cuts are going to add money to the market too, with more liquidity. They're going to print more money after the rate cuts, so it's said. Yeah, same thing. ETF stuff. Yeah, same stuff. Bitcoin on exchanges hits the lowest level in 6 years. In 2019, this marked the start of a supply squeeze. When was that? What was price at? Like $5,000, and then it rallied. Okay. Also happened here. Last time it was like this low. Low Bitcoin on exchanges, lowest in 6 years. U.S. banks are now sitting on $395 billion in unrealized losses as of Q2 2025. Banks taking L's. Yeah, there's some crypto news for you right there. HBAR whales. So HBAR whales added at least 828 million tokens, 186 million from September 5th to October 3rd. So HBAR whales are accumulating. HBAR whales accumulating. They've been adding more in the last, more, and then way more in the last months. So like 73% here. But if you like HBAR, that might be some interesting news for you. If you like HBAR, HBAR has some ETFs. I think they're on some of these basket ones. I know some of these deadlines include HBAR. If these gold's back, Yeah, 39.05. It hit 3900, did it? Oh, pretty close. Pretty close to 3900. It's coming back. It's coming back down. But not this time. What time is it? It's 8:16. Yeah, that could start like an alt cycle. If these get approved, that would be pretty major news for the market. Pretty much like start like an altcoin cycle. Analysts put approval odds near 90% in 2025. Bitfinex research suggests approvals could spark a new altcoin cycle as institutions gain safer exposure to all of these alternative coins. There is some XRP ones, if I'm not mistaken. These are big days right here for crypto. October 1st, the government shutdown. We saw what that did for Bitcoin. October 8th, 21st, 29th, FOMC meeting, and October 30th. Same thing's happening right now. Maybe that could mean like Bitcoin's going closer to its peak. Like probably gonna find like it could find its peak closer to like December. Yeah, ETF stuff, XRP ETF stuff here, XRP spot ETF, Grayscale. Oh, XRP, yeah, XRP has a good amount as well. Like in this movement, when Bitcoin corrected or when Bitcoin was finding a peak here, a lot of altcoins were pumping in this time. So when Bitcoin like finds its peak, like altcoins are going to be like probably exploding more so. Bitcoin's not at its peak because we haven't really seen altcoins exploding yet. I mean, we've seen this, we've seen the last like week, you know, some pretty decent moves for some top coins, I would say. That's why it's like maybe we're getting signals that that phase is coming, where it's like we see more days like this. No, I don't think we have a longer run. I think we just have like a quick run up, correction, like kind of like if we go here, something like this. Like I think we're gonna have like a quick run up. When Bitcoin's finding its peak, that's when like altcoins are gonna be exploding, and Bitcoin's gonna like do like a major correction. Like when Bitcoin found its peak here, like altcoins were exploding at this point, or especially like here, altcoins were exploding. So like Bitcoin will go on its run, like its last rally, and altcoins will explode. And in that time, it's like when we're near a peak. But I don't think that's going to be like a longer run. Usually before January, you know, December and January is around the time Bitcoin finds its peak. It'll probably find a peak inside of there, wherever it's at, 140, 150. Like in that timeline, it'll probably find a peak. Gold almost hit 3,900. When coins move, they move pretty quick. Like I remember when Dog with Hat went from like $1, like dollars to like $5. I remember this. Like think about this price movement. This went from like 190 or 180 here to 479. That's like the type of movement you get. Like the magnitude. It went from 190 to 480. in like what am I on right now? The 4 hour? In 9 days. Like the price movement. Imagine like a lot of coins doing that. Imagine like a lot of top cryptos doing that same movement right now. Like imagine getting a lot of coins going. Like imagine getting XLM doing that right now. 146% movement. You would have this coin at almost $1. Like these types of here, I'm gonna go back to that chart real quick. So this movement right here. This went from again $1.88 to $4.88. So it did like 150%. But it did that in literally 9 days. Pumped. You'll have like imagine a bunch of coins doing that in weeks or months, not a year. Like within a 30-day, 40-day, a 5-week period, let's say a bunch of coins just fly like that. Like imagine if a lot of top coins made that same movement, 150% right now. Imagine if Solana moved 150% right now, where would the price be, right? It would be pretty high. Like imagine even like I used XLM as an example. So you get like those types of movements. What happens in like a bull stage or when coins are flying the most is it's usually fast. It's usually something like that. It's usually weeks or a couple months, like not like maybe a couple months it takes. But there's just a few weeks inside that couple of months that give you like that movement. So coins move like this when like they're ready. Imagine Jupiter going 140% right now. Jupiter's low. In the right season, that's what like makes a bull market in these crypto coins. Like they'll make these 2-3x movements in weeks. Or they'll have really meaningful days where they make those like explosive movements. More of those days could be coming. Like this is kind of like a signal that we're gonna probably see that soon. Anytime Bitcoin has peaked, like anytime it's like been at like a peak, ready for a big correction, all the markets have been like really pumping. Anytime it's like peaked, especially in the past, like these, I remember like here and here, it was like two different bull markets. I remember when Bitcoin made this correction and it went back up. When it was here, that's when Shiba Inu came out. I remember, yeah, in like October, it was in 2021. I remember when Shiba came out. That's where like Shiba came out, was like here. Everything at that point was like super pumping. Like everything in this point, the market was high. Like H bar at that point, I'm pretty sure was at like its all-time high. I remember being up on H bar. Yeah, H bar was like literally right here at that point, like making a super high. So all like the major alts or mid cap coins, they were already like pumping like crazy when Bitcoin was at its peak. So Bitcoin's not at its peak yet. These coins coins like Avalanche will be pumping, finding their highs. Right now you don't have that for like a lot of coins. Yeah, gold's coming down. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It'll probably be like a buy in a bit, maybe a couple hours. Same thing I went over when I got on, you know, pull back maybe to 3,900. Doesn't mean it's just gonna, you know, it's not binary trading and stuff like that. It could build up here, maybe take a couple of hours. Same thing, pulled back. Might be setting up here. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm gonna log off though for the night, guys. Quick session tonight. Not much more to go over. We went over pretty much everything. Gold's doing the pullback that I said that it could when I got on. And maybe we're setting up here around this area. Still could possibly push down, but yeah. That's going to be it for the evening here. That's it for the night. That's it for the night. Keep an eye on gold. I'm going to watch it. Might send out a signal. Let's see. If you're in my inner circle chat, I'm going to be watching this. There might be a signal dropping. I don't know when, but maybe in the next couple hours. Market has pulled back nicely. It's at 39.01. Oh, no, I didn't catch Zcash. So it just shows you, like, in the top 100, like, Zcash, even SPX is moving. In the top 100, like, that's where you'll find coins that will pump like that. BNB's been moving like crazy this whole year. No, I didn't catch it. Just in the top 100, there's some good projects that you might see do like what Zcash just did. Or like what XRP did earlier. How it went from like 45, 56 cents to above $3. Aggressively buying. Hey man, that could be if you're scalping. If you're a scalper, you could go in for the signal. You could try to scale in. Or look for multiple setups. If it doesn't hold, like it might not hold that. It might go down into like 38.90. Could go to 38.90. So that area. I didn't catch it. Too many coins. Gotta catch them all. Bro, that would have been a huge coin to be long. I'm watching Aster like crazy now because I think that's gonna pump again. That was a crazy pump. Where is it now? It's here, 43. It's all it really takes, and you got like, boom. Like, imagine if this coin more than doubled. Imagine if every like top project more than doubled right now. That's huge. Like, in a way, that would be huge for some things more than others. Like if Avalanche doubled, it would be at $60. If Sui doubled, it would be where it would be like closer to $8 almost. Well, seven and some change. Chainlink, if Chainlink doubled, it would be, you know, probably not. I don't think it's a cycle looking for like 10x, 20x. I think it's a cycle where like a lot of things just have like good price increases, kind of like what Zcash just did. That thing just went from where it was at. This thing just went from $60. Now we're at $160. Quick movements like that, condensed movements like that build up for months, but maybe go explosively over a short period of time. That's kind of more so what like makes like a bull market for crypto. Aggressive buys off of 3,900 perhaps. That's kind of like imagine if every coin doubled in price. Like maybe not like some of these up here, but like imagine if a lot of these coins doubled. They'd be at pretty good prices, right? It'd be like, yo, prices you really want them at. You're probably gonna see that type of market in the next couple of months as we go into this new phase enters, with performance like that where it's like bam, the coin just rips for a couple of weeks, doubles in price type of thing. Some of these doubling would be worth a lot. Still. With the price that Bitcoin is at, like the 125 almost, with Bitcoin at that price. Aggressive buys, maybe soon. Someone said in the chat. I'm gonna get off so I can watch gold. Keep an eye on it. If you're in the Discord, might be a signal loading here. So I'll tag you guys that are in the Discord. Full port. Full send 3,900. Might go for it. I'll write something in the chat. Maybe 3,900, 3,095 area. I gotta wrap it up for the night. New week loading here. Crypto's looking spicy. Keep an eye on cryptos, because again, like, look what Zcash just did. This thing just exploded. It's at 165 now, 164. But just like a week ago, it was trading in the 60s. You could get that on a lot of other coins. Let's see if gold can hold above 3,900. Might be signaling a buy here soon. I just wrote something here in the chat. Silver at 50. Silver's high. Probably on the. I've been saying silver since silver broke $30. I've been saying silver's gonna keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. Silver's looking like it's super bullish, like it's gonna break the all-time high. Yeah, silver looks super bullish. All right, y'all. I'm out.